Hey, what's up, guys? This is RSR226. We're back again with another video for you guys, and today I will be talking about Ghostbusters Afterlife, my thoughts about it, and ultimately my overall opinion of the film. And I'm going to go with spoilers going ahead, so if you don't want to hear any spoilers, the film is good. I highly recommend it. Go check it out. And here we go right into the spoilers. So, before I begin this review, I just want to say, believe it or not, I'm actually not the biggest Ghostbusters fan. Or at least I don't feel like I'm the biggest Ghostbusters fan. I kind of grew up with it. It wasn't like, to me, it wasn't the big thing. The big things were Cars, Indiana Jones, Angry Birds, and Star Wars, Toy Story. Ghostbusters really wasn't one of the things I really grew up with, but I do fondly remember my dad said that we could watch it in the morning, and I remember just being full of anticipation to watch it. I literally stayed up for I think I woke up either really really early or I stayed up really. I got up. Anyways, I got up super early to watch it, and I sat there and didn't do much, even though we had it on DVD. I mean, it's just kind of the silly, ridiculous things I did as a kid. But anyways, I love the original Ghostbusters. I think it's a masterpiece, almost, of film. The acting is amazing. The jokes still land. The effects, to me, look really, really good. I mean, some of the stop motion, and you can tell when it goes to the stop motion, but even then, I still think it looks great. And I feel all of the greatness of the first one went right into Afterlife. Afterlife, the effects, story, comedy. I feel like most of it all hits. Right before I get into Afterlife, I will admit I do enjoy the sequel. I think it's good. I don't think it's as good as the original, but I still think the sequel is good. So, Afterlife. Afterlife, oh man. It, it begins so well and setting up the scenario. So you have Egon, he's on this farm miles away from New York, and he's trying to lure something into near his house, where it looks like there's some kind of trap built for it, and the trap fails. Egon is presumably killed by one of the terror dogs, and then it cuts to his estranged daughter and her family, who have to move there because they don't have any money. And then you have the kid, Phoebe, who starts looking around the house, learning about her grandfather, and throughout the town, and she finds and brings a ghost trap to Paul Rudd's character, and they open it up, and that's where the movie really begins. And then you have her brother working and trying to get a date, which I thought was just kind of eh. They didn't do much with it. I thought it was just kind of eh, kind of dumb. Didn't really add in much to the story. You could have cut it out and you wouldn't have missed anything. And then Phoebe meets Podcast, and the two find a proton pack, and her brother fixes up Ecto-1, and they go chasing after Muncher, which I actually thought was a very interesting ghost, very intimidating, unlike Slimer, who I think is just kind of a joke at this point. There was some serious tension during that escape and during that car chase scene. I really wish they blasted the Ecto one's siren. I really do. I feel like that would have just made the scene go from great to amazing. But either way, the chase scene was fun. The thing with the cops and how they have continued to insult uh, Egon. And I loved how Phoebe was like, I've had enough with all your guys' BS. There's a reason Egon was there, and that was totally a character relatable moment. I thought that she did a fantastic job. Her in general, I feel like she really carried the film, and I thought she did an amazing job. She really, really did. And especially being 15 years old, I feel she kicked ass in that role. And so did Podcast, but her brother and his girlfriend Lucy, not so much. I thought the mother character was also really mean to Egon, but it was cool to see how Egon was kind of still alive as a ghost and helped Phoebe and eventually showed his daughter, the mother character, that he did really care about her. He had tons of pictures of her, and I thought that was a really charming scene. And then you have the terror dogs coming in, which I thought that could have been handled, I think, a little better. I think she should have started walking away from it in tears and then attacked instead of being attacked right then and there. Um, and the way I would have done it was cut out a lot of the brother stuff. Would have made plenty of time for that, but whatever. And then Paul Rudd's attacked at Walmart by mini Stay Puffs, which I don't have an issue with. I didn't have an issue with them. I thought they were goofy and stupid, so I was like, whatever. They are what they are. They're just some marshmallow things. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, well, how do you do that? And you don't want to just remake or redo a giant Stay Puft, so little mini Stay Puffs, and I feel like, to me, they were more of a threat than the actual giant Stay Puft. I mean, they were tearing up the Ecto-1 and Proton Packs. I feel like they're, to me, more of a threat. I mean, and just the sheer number of them was just crazy. And then trapping one of the terror dogs, I thought that was interesting, to save the mom. And then driving off in Ecto-1. And then having that final battle with all the Ghostbusters. And oh my gosh, when you have Phoebe standing there blasting, I can't, blasting Gozer, and it turns, and oh, you see Egon helping her hold it. Oh, I teared up. I really did. It so reminded me of my grandfather and how kind of when I feel like when I'm driving sometimes and right after I got my license, it felt like he was sitting right there next to me. And man, that even right now, man, it's hitting me emotionally. It was such an awesome scene. Such an awesome scene. I thought that was better than Bill Murray and coming back. That was so awesome. And then they blast him, and then they have an awesome heart-to-heart moment. And they hug, and Egon disappears. And then at the end it says for Ramus. And I thought that was so beautiful, so well done. And then the after credit scene, besides the one with Sigourney Weaver, which I thought that was funny. She zaps Bill Murray's character a couple times, Venkman. Zaps Venkman with his machine that he used in the beginning of the first film. And I think they're setting up a sequel with Winston. And I would love to see what they're going to do with that, because they got the Ecto-1 back, and are the characters from this film, like Phoebe, going to come back? I would love to see that. Maybe in a TV series, maybe a whole-on movie. I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters Afterlife is so good, and to the critics who are like, oh, this is a rehash, and oh, too much nostalgia bait, I have to you, sirs, who keep saying that garbage, go blast yourself. Go jump off a cliff and enter the ocean. Honestly, the critics don't get it. This is a love letter to Ghostbusters fans and a way of apologizing for the shit film that was Ghostbusters 2016. So, anyways, guys, to me, Ghostbusters Afterlife, just to summarize, was what the fans wanted, what the fans needed, especially after that god-awful 2016 reboot. Ugh! I just wish I had one of those Men in Black eraser things so I could erase that film from my mind. Ugh. No, I will not be doing a review of the 2016 one. I'm doing it now. It's awful. Never watch it, ever. So, anyways, but Afterlife was awesome. A callback for the fans. It's what the fans wanted to see, and the fans got what they wanted. And I don't know how much I can reiterate this, but the ending is so awesome and an amazing tribute to the actor, Harold Ramis. So, anyways, guys, this is RyanSR2264. Sign out, my amigos. Peace! But wait, what did you guys think of the film? Did you enjoy it? Did you not like it?
Were you blown away by the nostalgia? Did you hate the nostalgia? Can't wait to hear what you guys say. Alright, peace and have a great day.
Have a great day. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters!